Imagine this situation. You've got a new class and you've done all of the usual getting to know you type of activities, but you still feel that you'd like them to gel together a bit more, to feel a bit more comfortable with each other. Do you want a great activity to do this? Keep watching. I'm Jo Gakonga. I've been teaching English for over 30 years now. I'm a CELTA trainer and assessor, and if you enjoy this, then make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every week, and I've got a great website at elttraining.com where I produce material for ELT teachers at all stages of their careers. People like talking about themselves and hearing about each other, and a great topic for discussion is people's names. How did you get your name? Does it mean anything? Do you use a nickname? Were you called after somebody? Write these questions up on the board and make sure that they understand nickname and to be called after somebody, because those things are perhaps less frequent. Then tell them that you're going to answer one of these questions and they have to listen to see which one it is. Here's my model. You obviously can make up your own. My given name is Joanne. I don't have a middle name because my father hated his middle name, and so he vowed never to give his children middle names. So I've only got one name. And the reason I'm called Joanne is after my uncle Joe. He was actually my father's uncle, so my grandfather's brother, and he was a great old man. He lived till he was in his mid-90s, and although he was pretty deaf at the end, he was always completely charming. He'd had a really interesting life and he'd got a lot of good stories, so it was always nice visiting him. And he was my dad's favourite uncle, which is how I ended up with the name. As I got older, I stopped being Joanne. Nobody calls me Joanne anymore. Most people call me Jo. So I'm really happy to think that there's a little bit of him that lives on through me, even if the spelling's a bit different. I've got a whole other story about Gakonga, but I'll save that for another time. When you've given them your model to show what to do, ask them a few questions to make sure that they understood, and then get them to do the same thing, of course, with a partner. You could tell them to include some of this vocabulary: middle name, most people call me, to give a child a name, to be called after someone, a nickname. And you could do some delayed error correction after their discussion. I'd definitely recommend swapping partners and doing this with at least one other person, because having the chance to recycle what you said in a more correct form is a great way to practice and obviously to improve. I hope that you and your learners enjoy this, and see you next time. Bye bye.